What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about the F40 in racing. This car got a huge buff for season 7 and it's now very viable in the grain races, but I want to see exactly how viable. I'm going to compare it directly to the T50 today and then we'll take it out for a grain race. All right, let's go. All right, first up, let's talk about the statistics. Let's compare the F40 with the T50. So speed 249, not really that relevant because that number is always wrong. It goes faster in slipstream than it does right there on paper. Acceleration 3.10, that is relevant. 3.1 for the F40. Braking 16.3 for the F40 and a 1.53 lateral G for the F40. That's actually a really good lateral G. It's up there. It's not the best, but it's definitely up there for the racing category. All right, the T50 249. Like I said, it's, you know, that doesn't really represent the top speed. 2.40, that's where it's got a huge advantage right there on the acceleration. Braking's at 14.3, another advantage. Lateral G 1.55, again, another advantage. It's got a better lateral G stat, it's got better braking, and it's got better acceleration. Those are the three things you want to pay attention to when you're comparing any of the cars, because those stats do represent it. Now, I don't know if those numbers are exactly right, but when you compare it to another car, you get an idea of exactly what that car is going to do. Now, the lateral G stats are really close. So 1.55 versus a 1.53, the cars are going to feel really similar. The one thing that these stats does not tell you or talk about is the NOS power. You really don't get an idea for how good the car is with NOS until you drive it in a grand race or in a test. So what I've got here for you on the background gameplay is my best T50 run with my best F40 run. And you can see the differences. If you look at the way the cars react to NOS, specifically NOS, the T50 is much better. Like, it's just got insane NOS power. Both cars handle about the same. The T50 maybe hangs in there a little bit better on turns, but it's really hard to get the feeling for that. And because those lateral G stats are so close, you really don't get the feel for which one handles better. But what happens is when you exit a turn, you step on the NOS and the gas a little bit and the T50 just goes. You don't have to use as much NOS. So if you're using the F40, I feel like they're really close. If you're using the F40, you really have to be cautious of your NOS usage. Now, in terms of the times go, the T50 ran a 233.583 and the F40 is at a 234.886. Those are the best times that I've gotten for each car. So you're looking at 1.3 seconds difference between these cars. But let's talk about what actually changed with the F40. The F40 really wasn't that bad before season 7, but now it's actually really good. So the lateral G before season 7 was 1.45. The braking distance was 18.7 and the acceleration was 3.1. But if you look at what those stats are after season 7, the lateral G stat went up to 1.53, the braking distance dropped down to 16.3, your acceleration is still the same. But that's just a huge buff for that F40. And I'm really excited about that because I love the F40. Like, I just always want to drive the F40. And now we've got a super viable F40 in the racing meta. This is something that I absolutely believe you guys can use. You just have to be pretty cautious with your NOS usage and try to make sure that your raw pace is really dictating what you're doing on the race course. If you use too much NOS against the T50 driver, you are going to be in trouble. But if you and the T50 driver have a similar skill level, you can definitely hang in there, mostly because slipstream is super powerful in this game. So you've got that added benefit, especially if you're behind that other person. So anyways, enough talking, man. Let's get out to a grand race and see how I do with the F40. All right, dude, let's see what we can do. We got the F40 up first, man. That means we're gonna get messed up by everyone else that's playing the game. All right, starting in 10th though. Not too bad. We're in the mid pack. This is gonna be rough. All right, here we go. I see another F40 in there. That guy's my brother. All right. Didn't really have to cut the curb there, but we did anyway. Let's see if any T50s get away from us. There's a T50, couple of T50s here in the very front. First guy lost his... First guy lost the traction on that corner. Second guy is getting gapped by an F40. All right, we go through here. Nice and stable. You can also go around that wall, but it's not my favorite thing to do because I'm not very good at it. Hit the gutter. I don't really hit the gutter on that every time. Just felt like doing it there. A little bit of NOS, not too much. We want to recover. There we go. All right. Nice and clean though, dude. F40 feels pretty good. Not hit the tree. Okay. All right. It worked out. It worked out perfectly. We got the checkpoint. We hit the tree. Car slid a little. Handling feels amazing. Okay. Oh my god, dude, almost hit that building. That was crazy. All right, this one you guys can cut way inside. You don't have to hit that checkpoint. It's super forgiving. One thing I will note about this F50 or F40 is that it's not quite as bouncy as the T50, which is nice. It still bounces because it's got, you know, pretty stiff suspension, but it's not quite as bad. Held a little bit of speed there, not too bad. And that F50 is just fun. It's fun to drive, dude. I think it can definitely keep up with the T50, but you get a really, really good driver in the T50 and you're going to get left behind, it feels like. I don't know, though, dude. It's so close. It's so close, man. Let's go ahead and finish this race strong, dude. Usually try not to lift too much on that corner, but what a terrible line I just took. But we are off, man. 10 seconds. Can we push it to 20? That's the question. This is the goal of this race now. I'm pretty slow with AGP. I feel like I turn in at the wrong time. I gotta figure that out, dude. All right, we're at 11 seconds now. The pace is just not there right now. I can feel it. I can feel myself going slow. Let's just be more smooth with it. Ah, wall. We didn't hit the wall. That's okay. Still 11 seconds. See, I'm not gaining much in AGP. I'm just not that good at it. I don't know why. I struggle here. All right, push it up to 12. $20 is my goal. Let's see if we can get to 20, dude. Into Street 2 we go. Oh, I love the F50. It's just so smooth. So smooth. I don't feel like I'm pushing this car like it could be pushed, but it's okay, dude. It's okay. Trying to get that gap to 20. I don't think it's going to happen. We're not going to take that shortcut. We're at 15, though. Woo! Lost the back end a little. Up to 17.6. Let's do it, baby. Concentrating. Trying not to miss anything. Feel like it was bogging just a little bit there. Like I took that super slow. F50 is just so clean and so nice to drive, man. $20 seconds? Oh my God, we hit it, dude. Oh, we did it. There it is, dude. 22 seconds, looks like. 22 seconds. 21 and a half. Anyways, that was the goal. We did all right. I feel like my pace with the F50 was just a little bit off. I feel like I could have pushed it a little bit more in that section, but I'm not like super familiar with it yet, so it is what it is, man. Anyways, the F40 in racing, dude. There you go. This is the full comparison. So draw your conclusions. Tell me what you guys think in the comments. I'm just interested to see if you guys have tried it or not. Are you happy with the F40 here in season 7? So let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully this helps. I will catch you on the next one. Trigger out.